I just woke up, so that means it's officially the first day of the reading rush. I stayed up late last night finishing Six of Crows, which was fantastic, 2 thumbs up. But yeah, so that means I kind of wasn't thinking about reading anything right now, but I have to. I'm gonna read a lot right now. So real quickly, here's my TBR again. I want to read the audiobook of Eragon, which is 16 hours long. So if I'm gonna finish it in 7 days, I need to listen to at least a little over 2 hours a day, which I can do. I just need to be kind of, you know, on it. Then I want to read Anna and the French Kiss, Persepolis, and The Kiss of Deception. So I think I'm gonna start with Anna and the French Kiss because, well, I just read fantasy, so I think this will be something different. Yes, I will attempt to vlog some things. This is that first attempt. Alright, so end of day 1, I managed to read 154 pages of Anna and the French Kiss, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not entirely sure if I agree with everything that certain characters do, or am totally on board with their morals and decisions. However, it's really fun to read. I like the atmosphere, I like the kind of lighthearted style of it, but at the same time it's kind of getting slightly more intense as it goes on. Not like intense, but like, you know, a little bit of seriousness here and there. I also managed to listen to a little bit over 2 hours of the Eragon audiobook, and I am loving it so far. I actually didn't expect to like it this much. The narrator is really expressive, and he's really good at differentiating voices, and it really kind of like feels like I'm listening to a movie. So I guess that's pretty much the ideal experience, so I'm winning right now. So that was day 2. I think I had a pretty successful day. All I did today though was finish Anna and the French Kiss, which to me is great. 100% love that. Not the book though, just the fact that I finished the book. This book confused me so much because I really enjoyed reading it. Like, it was really fun to read. I thought it had like really high energy. There's always something going on. I also love the scenery because obviously it's in Paris. However, honestly, the 2 main characters, Anna and Etienne, are kind of awful people. I just don't agree with a lot of the things that they do. The middle of the book was elevated for me in comparison to the other parts because it felt like the platonic friendship between Etienne and Anna was actually kind of strong and like had a good foundation, and like I liked the vibes. It was good and it felt very mature. But the maturity didn't last, and it very quickly degraded into absolute immaturity, and the end of the book was like a freaking mess. So I don't know. Yeah, I gave it 3 stars. was day 3, I listened to 36% of the Eragon audiobook, or at least that's where I'm at now. And during that time, I managed to knit this entire beanie. Yes, that's pretty cool to me. I also started Persepolis, and I'm really liking it so far. I like the art style. I think the subject matter is really interesting, something I never really knew anything about before, so that's pretty cool.
Sometimes you really ace the messy banana, and other times you just really don't.
I'm now 60% done with the Eragon audiobook. We making strides. I made another hat. I finished Persepolis, and it was really good. Loved this. Learned a lot from it. I think the art style was cool. I liked how it was cartoony, but like had character. Alright, so Eragon. I finished it today. I'm very tired right now, but I have some thoughts I would like to document. Okay, so about halfway through, I read some reviews, and people were saying, oh, this is pretty much entirely derived from Lord of the Rings, like so many direct correlations, and I hadn't even thought about that, which is odd because I've read Lord of the Rings twice, so you would think that I would have seen that. And my first reaction to that was, okay, sure, like almost all fantasy novels are inspired in part somehow by Lord of the Rings in some way, almost all of them. And so I, kept on going. But the more that I actually was conscious of it, the more I realized that, like, yeah, there's a lot of things that, are really similar. It doesn't bother me too much, but I definitely, continued to notice it as I finished the book. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, the plot was kind of all over the place. It didn't have a solid direction. Maybe that develops in the future books, which I may or may not read, who knows. But yeah, I had a good time reading it, and I also started The Kiss of Deception today, so hopefully I can make some good progress on that tomorrow. It has happened. I am losing steam. Will I read any more? We shall have to see. Hello. Alright, so the readathon is over. I really didn't record anything on day 6 or 7 because I didn't really do anything. So this is my update / conclusion. On day 6, I kind of just didn't feel like doing anything, and I don't think I really did anything the whole day, and I'm okay with that. I read 40 pages of The Kiss of Deception, so I did something, you could say. And then on day 7, I just already had plans, so I didn't have any time to read anyways, so I had already settled my fate with that one. So in conclusion, I did not finish my entire TBR for the reading rush, but I am pretty happy with what I got done, and I think I read some really cool books. I finished Anna and the French Kiss and enjoyed it, even though I had questionable feelings about certain parts of it. I read Persepolis and really enjoyed it. I loved that. Really great graphic novel. And I listened to the audiobook of Eragon and had a really good time listening to it, even if it wasn't the most stellar and original fantasy I've ever read. And I started reading The Kiss of Deception, and now I'm almost 60 pages into it, so that's really good so far, by the way. The writing is really cool and really well done. I've been hearing recently about some controversial issues to do with the reading rush, and I am here to say that I acknowledge those, and I really hope that they grow from those in the future and that they choose to create an inclusive environment for the readathon that's welcoming to all communities. Although this didn't come to my attention until this morning, so I am just now kind of coming to terms with everything and learning about it. But all in all, I would say that I had a good personal time reading during this reading rush, and yeah, that's about all. So I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you soon. Bye.